Okay, here we go. Here are updates for this week. Alright. The first update for this week has nothing to do with tonight specifically, which is that the trailer for Combo Breaker, which is the continuation / replacement for UFGT in Chicago, was just released today, and we're totally in it. So, all of you people who play Skullgirls, if you want to go to a major that has been nothing but supportive to us, and if you want to help support Keats, who is an awesome tournament organizer and may or may not actually still be involved, but I'm guessing he is because it's called Combo Breaker, you should go to that, which is totally at some time that is told when it is from the trailer. Yes, I was a lot less prepared for that than I thought I was going to be. That's a little sad. But yeah, everybody should go and support that because that tournament was amazing last year. And one of the things that they're going to try to do this year is have the venue open 24/7. So if you want to go down and play fighting games and heckle people at 6 in the morning, instead of showing up at the room and having security kick your butt out, you can do that. Alright, so what has changed this week? The number one change this week is that I rewrote most of the renderer, or not most of, but a significant thing about the renderer, which should help. Oh, holy crap, the game's really loud. Maybe it's just me. No, it's the one below those, yeah. Just turn that down like a slight bit. More, down more. It's all the way down, then it's not that one. There you go, that's fine. It's all the way down, he said. Then you're turning the wrong knob, man. Alright, so here. Rewriting the renderer. Let me pick some characters that I keep trying to pick. And we'll pick another big man, and we'll pick some Eliza, and we'll go to some stage. Alright. For those of you who are waiting for Beowulf's voice and music, please continue to wait, but they are now closer than they used to be. And no, we will not tell you who Beowulf's voice actor is yet. Or actress. You never know. Alright, so as part of the thing, rewriting of the renderer, the point was to reduce some of the slowdown that you see a bunch of places, which is mostly because Vita needed it, because Vita turned out to be a way worse system than we thought it was.
You're gonna get beat.
So that drops a lot less frames than it used to. It still drops frames because, holy crap, there's a lot of stuff being rendered, but it drops fewer frames than it used to. I think that's about, I mean, that's like the basic demonstration. I can also do this. That is actually behaving way worse than it used to, so. Alright, well anyway, I promise you I did a thing, and I promise you it's less sucky, but congratulate me on it being just as sucky right now when I try to show you how less sucky it is. Alright, so moving on to updates. Haha. There weren't a huge number of them this week because the renderer rewrite took a long time. But here are the ones that there are. Yeah, we'll go back to Beowulf stage. What? Oh yeah, there's actual loading screen art. That was one. Proper art, not drawn by me. Yep, no more Aru on Beowulf. There's a bunch of dust on things that didn't have dust, and a bunch of things behave slightly better than they used to. You can actually hit people from Fisherman Slam because his point moves less during the. Don't ask why, but it works better. One of the important things was that because we strive for realism, which is why I ended up making Bulldog hit you face down, his level 3 is now an actual Moonsault. Thank you, wrestling fans, for pointing out that it was the Shooting Star Press before. Nope. So here you go. Now it's a Moonsault. Yeah, it does look a little bit cooler than it used to, and it flows slightly better. Yeah. Also, we have a whole bunch more clean frames than we used to. Jumping weak punch, jumping medium punch, jumping medium kick, which also means standing medium kick, crouching light kick, crouching Fierce Punch. Basically, the only things that we're missing now are Jumping Roundhouse and Crouching Medium Kick, I think. And I think that was it. That was it, right? I'm not like forgetting anything else. Yeah. This thing. This thing. Yeah. So oh, microphone. If I didn't just show you that we were, and like Fisherman Slam, which didn't used to be colored. Frog Splash, which I think was already colored last week. Yeah. So there's a lot more stuff getting colored because, you know, that's the goal of the character. Oh, hey. Tackle is colored. Wolf Blitzer. Everybody thank Render for that name. That's my favorite name because I have loved his name since I was really little. Wolf Blitzer, yep. Alright, so yeah, we're nerds. Alright, so other changes include where are hitboxes? There are hitboxes. There are hitboxes. Look at those be hitboxes. The damage on all chair throws has been normalized, so they all do 600 total. However, the hitbox, I'm not going to be able to pause this, so I'm going to put it in slow motion and you can see it that way. The hitbox on all the chair tosses, well, the 2 chair tosses, has been improved on the first frame, so it actually hits all the way down where it's supposed to. Which means that hits everybody. The medium one still does not knock down. The fierce one, however, is the reason I turned hitboxes on. So number 1, knocks you down even if you're on the ground. And number 2, it is strike invincible up through after he tosses the chair. So he has a reversal, but only with the chair, and it leaves you very far without the chair. Obviously, you can combo off of it slightly better than you used to be able to, and I just didn't do that, so thank you very much for me. Right, you can do stuff off of it now. But yeah, so we'll try and see how this works for a reversal. Oh, tackle being colored also means that this is colored. So the startups actually look semi-different now because they hold on a different frame. Like, you can see in that one you can barely see his belt, and in this one you can see a lot more of his lower body. So you can tell a little bit better, which is kind of the point. Also, all of his grab mode stuff properly stops the timer when you're in the middle of a super, which it didn't used to. I don't know if I covered it last week, but there are 3 levels of taunt. The 3rd level has been slightly improved to not affect frame rate as much, but still slightly much, so I gotta do slightly more work there. Yeah, ta-da! Oh, and standing hard kick, obviously, because it wasn't one of the things that I said wasn't colored. So yeah, this, and this are the only things that are still missing. We're going to get effects for Wolf Blitzer very shortly, and jumping hard kick is not currently, but will be by the time I make the beta update, back to, instead of button hold to toss the chair, it's down roundhouse again. So, oh, and there are grab sparks on him picking up the chair and the little grab noise, which none of the people here can hear. And I guess for completeness, 1 character each. Let's go with not Batman. There we go. Baz. Yeah, for completeness, his wind poses are colored. So they also have some cleanup errors, but we'll take care of them. And his lose pose.
One more once.
His lose pose, which is gonna need me to be able to do this. Yeah, his lose pose properly gets the chair if you don't have the chair. So he pulls it back toward himself.
Don't that just beat all?
It's not quite He-Man return. It's supposed to be like an invisible string, but you know, it's also the He-Man return.
One more once.
There's some other stuff, but I'm forgetting what it was, and most of it was cosmetic anyway. So there you go. That's this week.
Just a moment.
I am really quickly gonna check. This may kill the camera, which may kill the stream. We'll find out. But I'm really quickly gonna check that this is not on 1080, just because it'll make me really sad. Hey, it killed the camera. I don't know why that happens with this PS3, but that's okay. I'll have to restart the stream. So the stream will be restarting shortly. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Oh, nope, it's on 720. Well, what the hell. Okay, so if there's a ridiculous amount of extra slowdown this week, tell me, because the renderer rewrite was supposed to not do that. We'll find out. Alright, let me save and load the presentation or something. I don't remember what it actually does. Is there like a reinitialize thing? Which thing is the camera? Yeah, it must be this. Yeah, so it's totally this thing. So let me reconfigure you, camera. Come on. Hey, it came back. Look at it coming back. I clicked on the thing and the camera came back. I love you, camera. You're awesome. Alright. Now I'm gonna go get food with Brian, who is totally here. Say hi, Brian.
Hello.
Yeah, that's Brian. Brian's awesome. Alright, we'll be right back.